Well, it's about 2 o'clock, finished up lunch, another day in the fish room, and so let's see, what have I gotten done since the last time? A lot of insulation. In fact, I even took some insulation out. So that insulation right there got taken out of the attic because I finally shot the blown-in insulation in, and that took an entire day, and that wasn't horrible. Just took way longer than I thought, so it wasn't that bad actually, but you know, cost quite a bit of money. Spent like $1,000 doing it, but we did it right, and in theory I should be realizing the savings over time, that type of thing. You know, right now I'm up to 78 degrees roughly, and that's running this heater over here at half strength, which before, you know, I've got some tests and things like that, but I was running the oil heater at full strength, wasn't keeping up. It was also 19 degrees outside. Now I'm running that heater at half strength. I was running at full strength to get it up to temp, but now we're at half strength. And it's, you know, I think right now when I was driving to the hardware store and back, it was, I can think of a number here. It was 39. So, you know, there's still ice on my pond. It's still really thick, and even ice here, even though it's been getting rained on, you know, this is still pretty thick ice here. This is a couple inches thick, so it's been wickedly cold here. But let me show you what I'm gonna do today. You know, that's what I did. Now let me show you what I'm gonna do. I didn't think watching us blow insulation for an entire day would have been that much fun. So today my goal is to finally build something for these bettas. Now these bettas have been in these cups for about a week. You know, I've been feeding them live blackworms, or making bubble nests and things like that. But as you can see, the water is dirty, you know. I want to try and improve upon this. This is a system every store or wholesaler or something like that uses, and just in general I try to do things better. And you know, of course they're using cups for like this big and stuff, but you know, not this big of a cup. That being said, you know, it is my goal to create a better system today, and that's what we're going to focus on. And then I might even shoot a video on how I do it. I'm fairly certain this is going to work. So, you know, I hate when I shoot a video on doing something and then the project doesn't pan out because I've never done it before. That just is a lot of extra waste of time, not only on the project itself, but the actual taping of it. So the goal here, we're just going to I'm going to put it on the wall, and I'm going to use gutters, and we're going to use a sump and all those fun things. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I'll chime in when I've got some of this up, because right now we're just looking at a wall and you're going, oh, so fun, we're looking at a wall. That's dumb. But I think when you see the end product, you're going to be like, wow, that was actually pretty awesome. So I'm going to get to it. So I will check back in when I've got something worth looking at. So it's 4 o'clock, and making headway for sure. Probably another few hours worth of work to get this thing up and running. Maybe only an hour, I don't know. But let me show you what I got done. I've got installed on the wall at an angle. Comes down, goes to this next one. These are 3-foot troughs. Comes down at an angle slightly, half-inch drop. Comes down again, avoids the outlet because I'm going to plug into that. Another half-inch drop, and down to a 20-gallon sump. So, in theory, the bettas I'm going to have on this little wall here, this is a little test, it's going to have 20 gallons plus whatever's in the containers, and that's going to be a lot better than what they have now. And it's going to be circulating water, and I can run a filter down there, I can put crushed coral, I can do all kinds of things like meds if I needed to. Lots of good stuff can go on. But I still have to, one, I'm going to test and pour some water through there. 2, I have to design and implement a water change system, so that's on the to-do list also. And 3, I have to get the bettas to sit in there, so that's also work to do as well. So I'll check back in when I can show you more. Well, it's 6:30. Been working pretty much all day, I would say, and I think I've engineered, built it, It's working, waiting for a disaster to happen, you know, in the future, but got the Betta Barracks done. We can check it out here, and let's see if I can get a good view here. But we've got flow in all of these. You can just see all these bettas are getting their water changed. I don't have anything going on in the sump yet, but just the mere fact that I have increased the water volume by 20 gallons is huge. And then, before someone says, "How dare you," realize that I need to get some cards to put in between these bettas so they don't fight all the time. That being said, they're kept that way at the wholesaler, and they seem to do just fine, but I do plan on carding them and stuff like that at some point. But this should spread the waste around, keep things clean. In theory, if I want to, I can kind of flush one of the systems. So if I take a look at like this end one here, and I crank the water up, you know, so now the water's really coming in. You can see the black worms are flying around, the poop would be flying around, all that kind of stuff. The betta is also, and that's why I don't have it at that flow, because there's no way a betta's going to be able to keep up with that kind of flow, and it's not fair to them. They'll just die. So we turn it way back down here, and that's kind of why I have it dribbling, is because the bettas just can't handle the flow. And so I basically want to see just a drip system like that right there for all these guys, and I think they're really going to thrive. But you know, time will tell. I've got a small leak over here, which I'm not sure I care about. I'm hoping it'll eventually fix itself or something like that. Basically, I had to do some wrenching and stuff to get this that side in. It was just a pain, and I could redo it, I suppose, and things like that, but it falls right into this, and so I'm probably thinking it's not that big of a problem, but we'll see. You know, if the wall starts getting wet, like, I'm just gonna have to address it, and it wouldn't be that much of a pain to replace. Like, it'd probably only be like an hour's worth of work or something. So, you know, or maybe I just need a new end cap. I'm not even sure yet, but you know, that I'm gonna call that a successful day, because I know I've been needing to get this done. And you know, the goal, I think, long term, is I would set up a huge one of these. This is kind of the test pilot. One, to see if it works. Two, to expand them here, and then three, make a better looking version of that for the store. Like, maybe I encase all of that in wood, or you know, dress it up, paint everything, that type of deal, get all that working. And then, you know, what I was kind of thinking is, around this outside wall here that I'm going to put tanks, I could do a very long row of bettas, you know. So let's say, you know, just for argument's sake here, let's say it was where that power strip is, and there's just a row, like this is 10 feet, and then another 20 feet of bettas, so I could import them and have this system going and keep them just super duper healthy and things like that. And yeah, you can kind of see the side shot here of what's going on. And you know, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, I did shoot a video on how to do this, and so I'm not sure if this video comes out before that video, because I don't have the schedule in front of me, but this would be a Friday how to do video. And you know, so if you're interested in a Betta Barracks, here's how to build one. And it's just been ridiculously hard to find plans and stuff that I wanted to do, and so I had to engineer it myself, and so far it's awesome. That being said, I'm fully aware I could find the faults with this system tomorrow or the next day or a month from now, and obviously people are going, well, you're sharing all the water, you're going to spread disease and blah blah blah. And I realize all that is true, yes, but you know, I'm willing to take that risk and, let's say, spread the risk over 50 bettas at a time, versus how many bettas die to this scenario, which, you know, all mine are alive, but, you know, so these, I don't have, they're not on the system yet, so I'm going to take these to the store, but I literally have to do manual water changes on these. And it's only a matter of time before, oh, I didn't do it quite fast enough, the water fouled, blah, 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 and that's just not a good scenario. So I think now I'm going to feed a bunch of fish, probably do maybe a little bit of maintenance, something like that. I know I want to change the water on those. But then I'm probably going to call it a night, because I've got to do video uploads, I got to edit this. I also kind of, I guess I could announce it now, who knows when this is coming out, that type of thing, but I started the podcast. So you're going, oh great, another thing. It's not another thing. It's just the Sunday talks that Lamont and I do are now, well, I shouldn't say now because I just submitted them today, but in the future, or at least when you're watching this something, they are going to be available on Stitcher and on iTunes. So people have been requesting, oh man, I'd really love just to be able to listen to this in my fish room or while I'm driving, that type of thing, because let's be honest, me and Lamont are both very, very, very handsome and amazing to look at, but it's not a requirement to get the information we're delivering. So, you know, we thought we'd put it in a podcast format too. I hope you guys utilize it because it does cost us money to do that. It's not free, which I would have thought it would have been free. You know, it's free to do YouTube, and yet it costs me money to do the podcast. Who would have thought? But, yeah. So, I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a long road. Some of these episodes are, you know, I'm going to be honest, boring, you know, from watching someone else going, oh good, you did insulation, oh you built a little thingy, but realize that I'm documenting everything I go through because I want to bring you guys along. Most people don't document anything, and so then, you know, you're just wondering how things are done. I'm documenting everything, and I figure you can skip the stuff that's boring and tune in all the stuff that you think is amazing, because what you think is amazing, another guy doesn't care about. Someone right now is geeking out about bettas. Someone else going, oh, maybe I can adapt that for my killifish. If you're keeping African cichlids or arowanas or, you know, something like that, you're going, oh, you wasted a whole episode on building a Betta Barracks. Lame. You're probably not even watching it to this point because you've already given up. But I do want to say thanks for watching, and check out all the other videos. I strive to put out these 4 videos a week. It's getting harder and harder. The more things you guys want to see, let me know, and I can work it into my schedule. Because like right now, I'm kind of running out of Tuesday tip ideas. You know, it's you put one out every week. Eventually, I'm going to stop thinking of tips. And, you know, or if you see one in a video like this, he said, hey, you should do that as a tip. I will, because not everyone's going to see every little tip in these videos. But go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like, if you like me, obviously. And leave comments. I love the comments. I reply to almost all of them. And I'll see you in the next video. I got stuff to do. Later.